It seems as though continually there's a stream of anti-vegan nonsense. And you know it's really bad when people don't seem to understand what veganism even is. So this Twitter user is quite proudly anti-vegan, spends a lot of time doing so. Good job. And it seems as though this thread was retweeted by none other than Melanie, who we covered in the last few videos. And from the onset, before the thread even begins, there is a massive problem with this. There is zero reason to go vegan. Every single reason people go vegan is a lie, and it is doing the exact opposite of what people intend. Let me explain. This is bizarre to me for many reasons. I mean, even if something has a terrible reason behind it for it happening, it still has its reasons. But yeah, I guess we'll find out why there's no real good reason. As well as that, I'm amazed at the arrogance that this person believes that every single reason that a person gives for being vegan, they're just lying. So every single vegan, if you have a reason for being vegan, you say it, you're just lying. Like, wow, it's quite a bold thing to suggest that you have knowledge of over others. Okay. So immediately this thread fails because veganism is not about health. So henceforth, anything that is here that's talking about health and nutrition, I don't know why it's here. It's not a reason to go vegan. Veganism is a moral philosophy. I really think it's important to differentiate between vegan and plant-based so that this makes more sense. This person then goes on to talk about the environment, which I guess is closer linked. One thing I would like to really note is that they say red meat is a red herring when it comes to climate change. It's just another attempt to rescue the failed hypothesis that red meat is the enemy. Meanwhile, transportation causes 28% of greenhouse gases and farmer footprint is nearly as big. These are the real problems. But this whole thing isn't about, whether or not red meat is worse than pharmaceuticals or worse than cars. It's about whether or not you will go vegan. So if you're vegan, you're opting out of red meat or, the flesh of innocent victims who just so happen to be classified as red meat. So that's not a red herring at all. You've made this thread about why there's actually no reason to go vegan at all, but then you're going off on one about how, oh no, red meat's just been demonized because, yeah, it is terrible for the planet, but so are cars though? And it's just hilarious as well because when we think about, they've mentioned, crops and everything like that, they seem to forget that animals do eat crops. And it's really weird as well when they talk about monocrop agriculture, decimating the soil, they seem to be forgetting that animal agriculture is partially responsible for this because we have to feed a large portion of these crops to said animals. As well as this, they talk about the benefits of using cow feces to help with soil degradation. However, they don't link anything at all. And as well as that doesn't mean to say there aren't other methods that we could use that would be better for the soil. But say if it were literally the only way we could save the soil, then okay, we can have systems where we have cow sanctuaries and we just collect their turds and we leave them to it. And that's thank you for your turds. We'll clean those up now. Apparently as well, veganism is not better for animals. I can't wait to find out how. And there you go. Some shitty crop deaths though thing. I don't know why people think this is a gotcha. Never cease to amaze me that people sit here and they're like, yeah, what about those animals who died for your spinach though? Are you forgetting again? Animals in animal agriculture have to eat. As well as that, to protect the animals in animal agriculture, a lot of wild animals are killed. Like in the UK, for example, we have the badger cull. We apparently blame that on bovine tuberculosis, so spreading tuberculosis from one herd of cows to the other. So they end up getting shot. It's like this non-vegan world has created a problem, and then it's mad at the vegans for not being able to magically fix it. Do you not think that if we lived in a vegan world, we would implement methods, such as the ones that Fisher and Lamy in their literature have suggested, that would actually entail less deaths? And you could make the argument that, when we're vegan, we're talking about not violating the rights of others. And this isn't necessarily a rights violation if we're talking about crop deaths. But for me personally, I would like to see systems implemented that even, though we may accept, okay, well, no matter what, we are going to cause a certain amount of harm, I'd like to see that reduced as much as possible and practicable. But yeah, it makes total sense. Don't go vegan, guys. Just start stabbing animals in the throat. Because really, like, so many more animals just die with veganism though. Trust me. And I can't believe that they cite the Mike Archer study. There's a lot of issues with that Archer study. For example, it didn't actually control for mice plague populations. So it ended up skewing the results a lot. And I will actually link something that goes through in detail why that study was just pretty terrible. It's so funny as well how these anti-vegans, they will, you know, really center in on one specific plant food and pretend that vegans are the only ones who consume them. Bearing in mind, vegans are a very small proportion of the population, and we've seen a massive rise in the use of non-dairy milks, for example, almond milk. So they'll center in on almonds and pretend that vegans are the only ones who eat them. Well, look, hot take, almond milk, okay? Fuck it. What you gonna do, mate? I'm vegan, what you gonna do? So never mind the problems and intricacies of this topic to begin with. Fundamentally, you don't have to eat almonds to be vegan. So it's not entailed as a problem in being vegan. I don't understand where this person's going with this at all. On the other hand, one cow can produce almost 500 pounds of usable beef, meaning that if you eat 1 pound a day, you could survive off one animal a year. So are you suggesting a world where people just eat 1 cow a year and that is all they eat? Veganism is a scam, a bid for more control over your health and your body, which is really ironic because this person suggested eating just 1 cow. I mean, bit controlling, really. A diet that was initially intended to lower fertility and poison your libido. I really like to see the evidence that it's lowering fertility and poisoning your libido. I mean, sorry to appeal to personal experience, but I feel like a lot of us on this channel are just in horny jail all of the time, so. But yeah, some weird claims at the end there that don't really make much sense to me. But maybe that's because I've got vegan brain frog. That might be it. It's capitalizing on your kindness and funneling more money to big corporations. Do not fall for this crap. Well, don't fall for this crap because it talks about a diet. I don't understand, and then makes claims about this kind of conspiracy that it was intended to cause lower fertility and affect your libido. I love how they just casually threw that bit at the end there. I should probably just note, while we've been here apparently hearing about all these reasons why you shouldn't be vegan, here is a reason why you should be vegan. Because animals, other species of animals, because let's not forget we're animals as well, are like us, sentient. They are a subject in this world experiencing with their own desires, thoughts, feelings, and they may look very different from ours. They may have the capacity to do some amazing things that we're not capable of, and vice versa. However, getting put in a gas chamber, being stabbed, having our throat slit, not a good experience. Not something that's desirable. When you're not vegan, your lifestyle entails rights violations for other species of animal. There are absolutely so many reasons to go vegan, and if you would like to find out specifically, I could probably put it into a long list, but that would take a lot of effort. So what I would need you to do is actually smash the like button so I have enough nutrition in my body to be able to get through the entire list. But basically, again, yet another massive debunk of veganism. Veganism has been destroyed today. I'm going to shed a tear. I'm going to have to really rethink what I'm going to do with my channel, what am I going to focus on now, because veganism has been destroyed. It's a scam. Am I surprised that Melanie retweeted this? Absolutely frickin' not. Okay, because she's a complete ding-dong when it comes to this topic. I don't know what she's like with any other topic, but unfortunately, it seems when it comes to veganism, her brain just goes in shutdown. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I've been Vegan Gaze, providing you with that vegan content so you don't go deficient. Thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope you're well, and until next time, salads. I will see you soon.